So it is time to continue with the aircraft closed beta test. So far it's been fun, and we have received confirmation that I believe in about a week or so we will be able to fly tech level 2 and hopefully tech level 3 aircraft. So it is definitely going to be fun. Now today I'll be playing around with the settings here. Basically I was trying to figure out what would be the best options in my case, of course. These are the current experimental settings that I'll be using throughout the video, and it does look okay, for at least in my case. And so far I think I definitely do have improvements in the control and stuff, but we'll still play around with the controls and with the sensitivity to see what's going to be the best. Of course, my ping is not going to be helping, as you will see today. My ping is off the charts, but let's jump in and let's have some fun with the close beta test. As I mentioned before, today we have received an announcement. Basically, there will be more aircraft added, and we will get more planes to test out. So I'm definitely excited to see what will they do with the next tier of planes. Okay, so let's go, and yeah, this feels a bit more natural now. Of course, I believe every player will have a different sensitivity option. This just seems to be... I prefer the lower sensitivity, and I think the camera sensitivity can definitely be lowered a little bit more, or maybe in some cases extra sensitivity would be better. Again, it really depends on, I guess, player to player. In some cases might even depend from aircraft to aircraft. And as always, I am playing on maximum settings, and I think I have enabled RayTracing in this case, just to see if... I mean, I can definitely say that the game does look pretty good. The game does look very, very nice for sure. So we don't really have to worry much about performance when it comes to their modes. I mean, there's nothing much to render really. When you're flying, only your aircraft's being rendered, the enemy aircraft is also being rendered, and yeah, that's about it, I guess. The ground is rendered when you're close to it, but when it's like far away, it's not a big problem. Now, my packet loss, even though it says only like 2%, I can still feel those 2%, and I can definitely tell you it's a lot more than that. So in my case, the controls might appear to be a little bit unresponsive or unresponsive. That's primarily because of my internet. When I do have a good connection, none of that is basically visible, and I have absolute no issues at all. I almost got a funny little collision. I did not intend to do that, but I thought I would get a kill before the planes collided. So yeah, it was kind of funny, to be honest. Now, as for the biplanes that we have here, honestly, they're pretty decent. They will be tier 1. Basically, early World War I planes would be the first generation of aircraft that will be able to fly. Which is kind of funny, because I actually kind of want to drive around the World War I tanks in tank battles. Would be really fun to have them. Or, you know, to have some form of special edition tank. I believe that would be pretty funny, since there were some pretty interesting vehicles. Or post World War I tanks are quite interesting. There is that, I think Char 2B was the name of the tank. It's huge. That's basically the largest tank in War Thunder. It's not added yet. Hopefully it will be added. I would love to drive that thing. even though it's nothing special, but it would be quite funny to use it. Now once I actually get used to the controls, I think I might be able to play this pretty well. Again, I am still learning the controls and still getting used to the air mode. After all, this is new, although I have been playing the air mode on the tank battles, since you do have options to fight fighters or bombers. But this does appear a bit different, and I got hit by artillery. I also love how I'm alive even after being struck by artillery. I like that the artillery, the ground targets that you can bomb, that they are kind of a threat. I took a direct hit there, and my whole little bomber here, fighter bomber, it's kind of, you know, has the same role. It is kind of damaged quite a bit. Now someone mentioned that it would be pretty awesome if they would merge tank and air battles. I'm actually all in for that. It would be pretty awesome if we did have like a game mode where you can play as a tank or as an aircraft or even as a ship. All three merged into one battle. I would say that would be pretty awesome. So that's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. And also someone mentioned a first-person view. I would love a first-person view. Hey, wait a second, did I actually lose my oh my, I just realized something. I have no engine power. Whoops. Yep, I'm crashing for sure. Yep, yeah, this thing is going down. Ouch. Boom. Oh well, I rammed that plane, but actually did get a kill as well, which is kind of funny. I did get a kill, but I also rammed him, so yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, merging air battles with tank battles would be pretty awesome. It would actually make tank players use the SPAAs to keep the team safe, to keep the tank team safe from aircraft. At the same time, the pilots would also have to do the work. That's a very good idea, and some would worry that it would be too demanding. I wouldn't say that. It doesn't seem to be that demanding at all at the moment, and honestly, it runs really good even on mid-range devices so far from what I've seen. So the optimization is decent, pretty decent. So you don't really have to worry about having problems with running such a game mode. I'm honestly all in for it because it would be pretty awesome to play tanks and aircraft at the same battle. I almost crashed into the friendly aircraft there. Also saw some news on some controls. Basically, I think they're also working on joystick and gyro controls. Am I going to be using the gyroscope? I have no idea. Maybe, depends if it ends up being good. Maybe I will. But I think I'll still end up liking. I also end up using like the ordinary classic touchscreen controls. I'm doing pretty well in this case already, so I think I don't really have to change anything control-wise. I do like the current controls. I mean, the only thing that you control basically here is like the throttle, and the whole screen is basically the moving left and right, up and down. Well, my packet loss is definitely not giving up. You might be thinking, well, 4% is not much. Trust me, I noticed even 1% packet loss. It is... I'm quite... when it comes to games, I am noticing even the smallest of lag and ping. I notice even the smallest changes. I mean, I'm one of the people who can actually see high frame rate, so high frame rate does help, in my case at least. There is a huge difference between 60 and 120 FPS. I do play at 60 usually, since also trying not to like burn the phone too much. I'm also being stalked. Yeah, I need to deal with whatever is chasing me. Or maybe I'll just... I didn't get the chance to drop the bombs yet. Oh, you were chasing me, okay. And this is the moment where the pilots would pull up a pistol that they usually keep, and they would actually attempt to shoot at the other pilot. Actually used to happen in World War One. That's why the pilots usually had like weapons in the cockpit, so that if they get too close to the enemy, they just shoot at them with pistols, machine guns, whatever they pick up, which is kind of funny, but it actually was happening. Now my little biplane here is quite damaged, and my maneuverability and everything else definitely took a hit there, quite literally. So I have to hope and pray that they don't really see me creeping around them, and just have to hope that, yeah, my little plane here is really crippled and I'm not able to fly this thing properly because of the damage. So yeah, I think I'm about to get torn to shreds and bits here. Maybe I can actually turn around. I mean, I can. I was told that there is a runway. I just haven't seen it yet because I haven't flew there. I haven't been flying towards it. That's kind of funny that they actually attempted to kill me with the bombs. Although, yeah, I'm definitely going to crash now. I lost the tail. I lost control, and the plane crashed. But that will be a very nice thumbnail for sure. That's a very funny moment there. Okay, well, I think we will be losing this match. Now, the 12.7mm is definitely a pretty good weapon on this little biplane. I like it. Does get the job done. And this is the moment where my internet is going to... I think this is the moment where my internet will completely stop working properly. I mean, just pay attention to how my aircraft behaves, how it moves, and just look at the packet loss and ping. It is honestly funny when you think about it. But yeah, I will be playing planes with this ping. There is just no other way for me to... I mean, I wish I had better internet, but there we go. Did you see that? See how... there it is. There it is. It is spiking. Isn't that just lovely? Every time I actually need to shoot down something, it spikes. Isn't that just... there we go. And my controls are completely broken. When I say controls, primarily because of the internet. The internet broke my control, basically. So yeah. 10% package was beautiful. And that's... like, you might be thinking, well, that's not too bad. It is pretty bad, trust me, because it's not it's higher than that. It is definitely higher than that. And that's basically the same issue I had with some PC games that also have like flying and stuff. When you try to fly with high ping, your vehicle, your ship or your plane goes all over the place. It is very difficult to control something with high ping, especially when it comes to flying. Tanks, okay, it's not a big deal with tanks, you can just camp and wait. But with something that is flying, it is definitely a big difference when it comes to ping and controls. There we go, that was a good kill. So, yeah, don't be surprised if this aircraft all of a sudden does a U-turn mid-air and just crashes. It's been happening quite often. Maybe that's just the server of the game, but I'm fairly sure it's my own internet, since it's not just this game that does that. I play just a bunch of games, and all of them basically, not all, but you know, some of them are affected more than others. I love the maneuverability of the biplanes. They're really maneuverable, and that's one thing I like about them. When we start to play the other higher tier aircraft, you will notice that the agility, mobility, and overall turn speed and stuff like that will be a bit slower. Or maybe it will be, maybe it won't be slower, we will see. Did you see that? How is... there we go. Okay, I got the kill eventually. And yeah, that was a defeat, but still a fun match. That was a fun match for sure. And let's do one more air match. I also like how I mean, you can actually spend, like, you can only fly the bomber and basically shoot on ground targets if you like. I just prefer to shoot at other aircraft, since we are playing aircrafts, might as well shoot aircraft, right? So, well, this game, I mean, honestly, the game does look very nice. The game does look very nice for sure. And where should I go? Well, let me go and drop some bombs, because why not? If I get to drop the bombs, that is. Maybe I get killed before I reach the destination, but I really do like that the ground targets... I mean, you can look at how many of them are there, like a lot of ground targets. And the map is actually pretty big as well. Much larger maps than the tank battles that we get. And this is basically proof that you could get very large maps quite easily on this game, and I do hope that they do add like larger maps or special maps, because it will be pretty awesome. Well, I did get some ground kills there. I mean, it's very easy to just bomb targets, honestly. If you would like to bomb targets all day long, you can do that quite easily. They also give you some very nice points. I think the points for ground targets might be nerfed to encourage more air-to-air combat, but at the same time, maybe they will keep them the same, since bombers need also to get some points, right? And bombers are... I think bombers will be quite fun to use. We will see. I mean, not the revenge bomber. That's different. I have been bombed like 1,000 times today. That's kind of funny to think about. If you ever see me in a match, just stay away from my tank, because that is about to get bombed like 50 times. Speaking from experience, because every time there is a bombing run on the enemy team, I'm the one who gets bombed. No one else on my team eats bombs, but only me. It's been the case for quite a while now. But you think only one bomb? Nope. The revenge bomber drops all 5 or 6 of them, or 4 of them, and I even eat missiles as well. So I eat like 6 missiles, and all bombs imaginable. All of them drop on my tank. So that's kind of funny. So yeah. There we go, internet lag. Just look at this. And that's how the ping ruined my bombing run. It's about to ruin my plane as well when I crash. It was a big ping spike for sure. How didn't I do any damage? Yeah, I'm lagging very hard. There we go. See? That's what I'm talking about. I was denied a kill there, even though I dropped bombs right at the landing spot off. What was that? That's the aircraft that just decided, nope, I'm out. That's basically what happened there. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's just lovely. Cannot make that up. The plane did a U-turn and just crashed for no reason. That's just lovely. And that's how my bombing runs have been ruined for this match. I would have definitely bombed more vehicles. I mean, you technically have to bomb the vehicles in one way or the other to win the match. I think both the enemy aircraft and the ground vehicles do contribute to winning or losing the match, depending on when you exhaust like the bar on top of the screen there. But yeah, we will lose this match because my bomber got yeeted into the ground by magic. That was some voodoo magic right there. But yeah, this thing has like the most powerful machine gun. Definitely the most powerful machine gun at the moment. It just shreds things. I'm starting to get used to these controls. Maybe I will just adjust I think the camera sensitivity maybe a little bit higher actually, since sometimes my lead is actually a bit lower than it should be. So maybe just +1 or 2 on the sensitivity for the camera might do the trick. I'm not really sure. I will have to do a bit more testing with that, but so far I'm pretty happy with my controls here. They seem to be working just fine so far. Well, I mean, until my internet decides to kill me, that is. That's as we have seen today. And it was a beautiful demonstration of how my internet likes to kill me every time I do something. Well, try to do something. And yes, you can use this to shoot down ground targets, which is kind of funny, but an M18 Hellcat doesn't have much armor, so some vehicles might not be able to be destroyed with the machine gun, some will be able. The Hellcat has no armor, so it's not a big deal. This penetrates the Hellcat's armor quite easily. Well, it was a second fail, but nonetheless, I would say it was a good match for sure. And well, with that being said, it was another round with the closed beta test aircraft mode. It's pretty good, it's pretty awesome so far, I do like it. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll be here tomorrow as well.